Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf Khairul Azam. I'm from AS2296A, and in this video, my group and I will be presenting about our game called Escape from Shock Palace. So this is the game my group and I made called Escape from Shock Palace using a website called Genially. I will be presenting about stage 1 while the others will be presenting from stage 2 until stage 4. So we can click on start here. Here's the introduction. We are exploring through Manchuria, and in out of nowhere, we are kidnapped by the Shock Lord's guards and sent to his palace. We need to collect as many coins as possible to achieve our freedom. So without further ado, we click on let's go. So my part will be fake doors, the first stage, which is basically the easiest stage of the lot. And what we have to do is click on the stage first. So this is fake doors. We have to correctly pick our answer because only the fake door has the correct answer. Well, if you run into the other two doors that are real, you will hurt yourself and your chances of escaping become slimmer. Now there is actually background music in this game, but for the sake of our presentation we decided to mute it first and let you guys play the music while you are playing this game. We don't want any distractions, so our voice will be much clearer to be heard. So we click on start. The first question is basically what we learned in school. Which wire of the AC completes the circuit? So it's not live, it's not earth, it has to be neutral. So we demonstrate here, we go through neutral. This is the fake doll that we're looking for. Now what does LOTO stands for? It stands for lockout and tag out. But if you choose incorrectly, this is what happens. See, you hurt yourself and you are given an error. But fret not, you can press return and try again. So this is the correct answer, lockout and tag out. There are 5 questions in this stage. What is the most effective control measure? Obviously it has to be elimination because it's at the top of the hierarchy pyramid. Now the fourth question might be a tricky one if you are not familiar with the movement of electrons. We experience electric shocks, but what is it flowing through our body that makes us feel this shock? Is it actually voltage, wattage, or amperes? The correct answer is actually amperes because amperes represent the amount of electrons that are flowing into your body. So we click on amps. That's the fake door and we are almost there. So click on next. This is the final question of stage 1. What is the purpose of grounding? Obviously there is a purpose, so the left one is wrong. To allow excess current to reach directly to earth, this might be the correct answer. Or to allow current to reach the appliance after getting out of the outlet. This is actually the purpose of live wire, not grounding. So click on the middle door. And tada, we earn our first pixel coin, so we are getting closer to our freedom. I'll hand it over to Haikal to present his part of stage 2.
Hello, and my name is Haikal, and I'm the one that create the chapter 2. So in this part, I will demonstrate you guys, and I will give you brief explanation about how to pass the chapter 2. All right. So without further ado, let's go. All right. Welcome to the chapter 2, which is brainstorm jump, where you will have to face multiple question regarding of PPE for safety and health and machinery hazard problem. So for you to advance to the next chapter, you have to answer all 4 questions correctly. And if you don't, your character will face plant to the ground. And if you answer it correctly, your character will land it safely and can continue to the next question. Alright, without further ado, let's go. Alright, there is a question and there will be multiple answers. I will demonstrate if you got it wrong first. If you got it wrong first, it will become like this. Your character will face plant to the ground and you can get this signal, this message. So what you have to do is just go back and retry it until you got the correct answer. In this case, C. C is the correct answer. See? As you can see right now, your character will landed safely and you can continue to the next question. And this will be repeating for the next 4 questions. So I wish you good luck on the chapter 2 and see you on the chapter 3.
So, Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Arif Benci, student ID 2023699552, and I'm from AS2296A. So, now I will explain my part on the game assignment, which is stage 3 called Pixel Rules. I will show you further later on.
Now, I will present about the third stage, which is called pixel rolls. So, you must maintain balance and jump from one roller to another by answering the questions regarding workplace hazards in order to progress. Start the button and the first question will pop up here. So, the first question, what is a hazard? The chance that harm will occur, something with the potential to cause harm, or an injury that has already happened. So the answer here is something with the potential to cause harm. It will show that you are successful, then it will proceed with the next question. So the next question is, what does the R in hierarchy stand for? So we can see that the true answer is risk assessment. When you click on it, it will show you another successful screen, and it will keep on repeating for another 3 questions. After you had done answer correctly all of the questions, you will proceed to the latest stage, which is the final stage. And that's all for the third stage, pixel rolls.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Arizuddin Bezwani. Today I will show you how to play in the stage 4. Stage 4 is name is a dancing stone. After you click there, you you choose the right stone and on them and while answering the question. I will show in the next example. Press start and then you have to choose which stone you want to click. If you choose a wrong, and then you getting drowned. You have to close and find the right stone to choose. And then here's the question. After you finish answer all the question, click continue. After that, it show that you have collect all the form and click use coin to see the ending of this game. Click let's go. And here we show the ending of this game. That's all for me. Thank you.
I will explain on why our game is relevant to OSH industrial safety. First, it touches all of the main components of OSH, which are electricity safety, personal protective equipment, hazards at work, and also machinery hazards. By completing our game, the participants will gain a better insight into safety procedures, hazard identification, and accident prevention. This can promote to a more positive attitude towards safety and a greater awareness of OSH standards.
Alright, welcome to the strength and limitation part, which I will discuss with you guys the three strengths from our games. Alright, first of all, we have risk or reward and replay structure. Whereas even the wrong answer, it will send the player back rather than ending the game outright. It will encouraging players to retry rather than disengagement. Moving on to the second point, which is strong narrative framing. This game, this escape room or captivity storyline, which is coins and freedom, give a clear goal and motivate the player to keep moving, keep going forward, rather than just answering quiz question in a vacuum. The third one is mission-based structure, which is it breaking the content into 4 distinct categories, name missions, and keep the pacing varied to avoid the monotony and bored the players. Those are the distinct three strengths in our games. Alright, moving on to the limitation of our game. So first of all, the first limitation is our game has shallow content depth. Most questions are simple or recall. Basically, it's just a fractal of what we're learning rather than higher order thinking like analysis, application, and synthesis. So it may not stretch the student far beyond their memorization. Second limitation is our game is limited difficulty scaling. What does it mean? It means there is no visible adaptive difficulty. Every player get the same fixed question set regardless of performance, so it may not challenge stronger students or adequately support weaker one. And lastly, the last limitation that in our game is single correct answer model. By this, it means each question only allow one correct path. So this issue can be a little bit nuisance for the open end response time. Since it gives the little room for partial credit. So those are 3 point of limitation in our game. So we'll be moving on to the next section.
And next is I want to talk about how to implement this game into teaching method. Instead of relying on the lecturer instruct or lecturer can use the game to create a more active and enjoyable learning experience. The game can be used before the lesson to assess student existing knowledge, during lesson to reinforce key concept, and after lesson as a revision activity. It can be also be incorporated into group discussion where students explain the answer and learn from each other. The game can serve as formative assessment tool to evaluate student as understanding, safety, and health in the workplace. The game helps students learn from their mistake and improve their knowledge retention. It also encourages critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making skill when dealing with the workplace safety scenarios. That's all for me.